regen right now. Regen, it's not warm enough yet. Got it set on high idle to kind of get it warmed up, but it's not warming up very fast. We'll have to get some temperature going before we can regen this thing, see if it really has anything wrong, or if it just needs to be adjusted for high idle. Got any temperature going. We got to get up to 150 before we can really do anything. We're going to let it build some temperature and then we'll go from there. We're only about 97 degrees, 99 degrees now. Sounds like the engine fan's on. See the fan switch being on. We got shutdown lights. And our coolant's low. See how low our coolant is? That's not good. Probably why it didn't regen in the first place. But we gotta let it get to 150, then we can really start regening. Right now we got this hydrocarbon code 1037 and mode 0. Here's the currents. 88.51 is when it occurred. Software information. It looks like it's up to date. $88.51 is where we're at right now. Alright, let's go back and see what kind of temperature we're running. We're only on 104. We got to go to 150. That's it. We're at 117. I'm sorry. Not over there. That's the engine oil. We're getting there. Once we get to 150, we'll bump it over to really breathe in. Fix it out because I wanted to just build some temperature. We can't regen like this. We got to get to 150 first. So we're just trying to build some temperature out now. Trying to get this to 158 at least, and then we can regen it, and then we can go from there. I think maybe it just hadn't been regening. They probably don't have it where it regens when the PTO is on. So the whole time the PTO is on, it's not regening. And this truck sits around with the PTO on all the time, and it's just clogging up the filter. $135, we're looking for 158. 158 is the magic number. Everything else seems to be responding though. Delta pressure is a little high. DPF zone, it's in zone 0. Okay, and we're shut down. almost there. We gotta get to 150 degrees. Almost there. We got to get to 158 degrees before we can start a regen and see if this thing clears out. So we're up to 149, so we need to go to about 158, I believe, is the actual cutoff. I believe regen this thing, and I think it'll clear right out. Hopefully I don't have any other issues after that, but a lot of times regen doesn't fix the issue. It's just they haven't been regenning the truck while it's been on route. We're going to go to 158. It's a bucket truck, so it's got an extra throttle pedal on it, so that might be an issue. But it sits around idles all the time, and if it's not regenerating while it's idling, then it's not working right. But it don't have a lot of pressure built up, so we'll go from there. We'll run regen on it and then we'll see what happens from there. It says it needs one anyway, so we'll see what happens. Delta P's a little high. I don't really like that. Here we go again. We're going to shut down right at 158. That's good. Well, now we can regen it though. Actually might go back through the troubleshooting and let it do it from here. Hopefully we don't lose any, but it'll be fine. Go through the troubleshooting on DDL8 and see if this changes anything. Like I said, it's a bucket truck. It's got a big bucket on it. Big lift, big basket truck. Puts up signs for ARDL too. I see. 16 seconds. See what it does. I think it tries to clear the codes, and then we'll start it up and go from there. I'll try to regen it honestly. Off the hydrocarbons within the ATS. That's all that is. Enable the following security locks must be. So we need to do this auto elevate because when it's sitting around, it's building up instead of building up hydrocarbons. So we're gonna go in the parameters and turn this on once we get it straightened out. The truck's a Freightliner M2. It's in derate. It's got a elevated level of hydrocarbon. We're running regen right now, see if we can get it sorted out. It's a Freightliner M2 with a DD13. Back there somewhere. Use a DDL8, see if we can figure out what the problem is. We may have to update the MCM. It's not updated. This here needs to be fuel map. See, it says 77197. We are at 77050. See, it needs to be updated. It ain't never gonna sit here and idle without it updating. It's gonna come back, but it is. We're gonna have to pay for this. On Detroit, you have to pay for it and it has to be added to your account. Then you can program the MCM and ACM. But like I said, it's not like Cummins where it's just something you can load on the computer or download from their website. This actually has to be loaded on your, you have to have a programming event loaded to your account. Which it costs us like $300. I think we charge other people $500 to actually do it. And it's a detailed process. If you don't do it right, you can mess up the MCM and things of that nature. Right now we're just running auto elevate, high idle, see if we can burn some of that stuff off. I hate working on Ford trucks. I actually got to change the transmission in one when I get back to the shop after this. But as far as the after treatment on Fords, they're horrible. A Ford truck's horrible all around. You even ask the Ford mechanics at the Ford dealership, what's the worst truck to buy? And they'll tell you a Ford. He's working on them things. You might as well pull the cab on it every time you want to touch a new one. Turbos, fuel systems, constantly on Fords. I'd a whole lot rather work on Freightliners. I don't really like what it's doing. I'm about to just... Codes already went away. Got idle time, valid but not in operational range. let it run until it shuts down. I'm gonna let it regen for a little while and then we'll be back later. Better buy a couple of turbos and a couple of fuel systems to go with it. We changed the turbo and the fuel system on the F550 that had 20,000 miles on it. But you can't really buy nothing new anymore. They're all junk anymore. Idle time is what's giving us this code. It is a program feature evidently. It is default software located in the ACM 3PDR. It is called Extended Idle RPM Elevator. So we can go here and we can go to what it says. It says PGR 005 DPF. PGR 005 under the MCM. Wait a second. ACM through PGR 005 DPF. Where it says we have to update it. You can't, I want to go in here and turn on this auto elevate. Well, you can't do that. See, require the following software to allow PTO to disable auto elevate. Got to set the auto elevator. This one's going to have to be updated though. It don't like the stuff we have. The codes all went away. No more shutdown code or nothing. We burned everything off. This is just previously active. Well, that's all it needed. It's just the more it sits around, the more it's going to do this. So we're going to go in here and see if we can figure out a way to turn that on without updating it. It doesn't even give us that option. Alright. So I got CPC and MCM. I'm not connected to the ACM over here. ACM's not on over here. It's not a big deal. We'll reset everything here in a minute. Auto shutdown. See, enable auto shutdown. Disable. Video shutdown. Enable idle PTO shutdown override. See, enable, idle, PTO shutdown override. This needs to be changed because it needs to override the shutdown whenever the PTO is on. That one's Bob. Okay. Let's see, we need to go in and change. I'll show you about the porch later. I may not get to that one today, but it will be probably tomorrow, or it'll be on here at some point. I work on all of them. I hate them, but I work on them all. I'm not connected to my ACM anymore. Try to go up it. I'm not connected to my ACM, but I have no more shutdown lights or anything. All my lights are gone. That was previously active. That's not active now. We need to shut all this down and get connected to our ACM and figure out why that's not working. I'm not connected to my ACM for some reason. Okay, I got the CPC4. We're about to shut this whole thing down and start over. And we're froze.